I'm calling this session Parking Lot Level O. I'm a little early to where I need to be, so I can provide some essential support to some essential workers. And I made special hoops that can be easily wiped down, so it's exciting. And since I'm here early, then I will be recording O1 and 2 in the parking lot today. So I've got limited space again. The back of my sphere is not clear because of the car, but that's okay. I can still do quite a lot. Of course, that was an O. Go back to O again. O, 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 O. So one of the great aspects of Level O is as we're getting familiar with this circular movement that the hoops like to move through, and our joints are getting familiar with moving within that circular framework, our feet are also becoming familiar with how to move more effectively as well. So we can see when we hold our hoops out and maintaining our elbows kind of more rounder and softer, not locking in place, but a round openness. And shifting our lower body, and check where those foot positions are, and make sure, are my feet parallel to each other in these different positions, because we want our feet pointing in the same direction as we're moving. And so that could be a useful thing too, is if we have our hands out with our hoops like that we want our feet pointed where our hands are pointed. So, my elbow's locked in again, so keep that loose there. And then turn and look down. Where are your feet? Are your feet lined up with your hands? Turn again, look down. Are your feet lined up with those fingers pointing in the same direction? Now, your feet may be wider than what the stance is with your hands, depending on the size of hoop that you're working with, and that's fine. It's more about the angle and what direction they're pointing in. So as we're getting familiar with how to move through space in this circular motion, we're also becoming familiar with what's effective use of our lower body as we're moving around with the hoops. So the hoops are just serving as our guide again for space. And as we're experimenting with that, we're mobilizing our bodies, which is the most important thing. To mobilize, especially after a long drive. It's nice to get things moving again, and it doesn't have to be all intense. We can make it gentle and soft. It's about getting our joints moving, and giving our body a little bit of motion that it doesn't usually get, getting our hoops behind us. Moving with them. All right, and there you go. And that is today's Level O parking lot hoopment. So now you know, if you get into work early, if you're an essential worker and you're driving and you're doing stuff, you can have a hoop. When you get to work, mobilize so that your body feels better, so you're nice and loose to do all the stuff that you need to do. And thank you for your service.